Hello, everyone. How are you? I am Wendy Benton. I'm going to do a picture today instead of a video. It's just easier when you are um, recording stuff. So uh, bear with me for just a minute. For the past 15 years, I have dreamed of taking my knowledge of direct selling and social media and kind of turning it into something wonderful in the form of a website for women, especially women in businesses and moms. Why? Well, because, I am a mom. My kids are now grown. My youngest is 19. That's so sad. But my memories of how my life was for most of their growing up years was being a single mom, trying to homeschool, take care of four children with very little help, and manage a child who had severe epilepsy. And it wasn't easy. What I learned is that most women either need to work from home, like I did, want to work from home, or they want to own some kind of business. We have evolved into powerhouse females who don't want to settle for a few $1,000s a month. We want to reach as high as we can and shoot for the millionaire status. The problem is that whereas I may know how to reach it and you may know, we have the personality to do it and the desire to never quit. A lot of women have tried, they've failed, and now they walk around searching, but they're scared. They have that fear of failing, and they never get started like they need to. So, what is the answer to a thriving direct selling team where more than a few percent of your team make actual real money? And you may have 50 people on your team, and last month, 35 of them made $100. Well, whipty-dipty-do. But for you, and I've been in this industry for 33 years, I know how it works. For you, you made 18,000. Hey, you can't beat that. I mean, that's the way it works, right? So, is it really truly rewarding to be a leader of a team and be able to enjoy the benefits of what success you are earning and making if your team is not right there with you? And only you can answer that. But what if there was a way for all of you to succeed? So imagine this. And like I said, I've been in the industry for 33 years. I am retired now. I've been part of over 20 companies. The first 17 companies I was in, I didn't make any money. That may sound crazy coming from me now, but because I believe without a doubt that when I would join a company, the first thing I was told to do was, hey, Wendy, make a list of 100 people you know, and we're going to tell you what to say to them. And I would follow that example and I would reach out to them in whatever way the company told me to do it. And I would ask people to join me on my business adventure. And I would get told no. Now, I want you to ask yourself this. If you were not looking for a home business, you didn't really need extra money, you're doing okay. You may not be a millionaire, but you're doing okay. And someone came along that you knew very well, maybe your sister or best friend, and they said, hey, Shelley, I have joined a home business with an amazing company, and we can make a lot of money telling people about this amazing product. It's going to change our lives. What would you say? A lot of people say BS, especially now. Direct selling is not looked upon as proudly as it used to be. So you got to really think outside of the box. But more than likely, you're thinking, if you're that person that someone has just called and you're not looking and you don't need it, you're thinking, man, I wish I hadn't picked up that phone call. I wish she'd left a message so I'd kind of had a heads up of what I was fixing to walk into. But maybe you said, yeah, sure, what do you got? Knowing good and darn well that you don't have the least bit of care on doing any of this. And this, my friend, is what happens when you build a team of people like this. Yes, Shelley may have joined you because after all, you're her sister or you might have been her best friend, but Shelley will never do anything. Why? Because Shelley doesn't want to. And Shelley only joined out of obligation to you as her friend or sister or whatever you want to be. Or Shelley might have said, no, thanks, not interested. And she might actually call others in the group, circle, whatever, and warn them that, hey, Carol's in a home-based business. Watch out if she calls you. So you've got two scenarios, two outcomes. Both of them are no good. But what if rather than you make a list of 100 people you know, you don't make a list and you do the following? I want you to watch what happens. What if you were part of a website for women, a social site, connect, share, sell, talk about things, promote what? Promote your product, promote your brand, promote you, promote your business. We are new and we are growing. And as we grow, we have people coming to our site to find all kinds of info. Because I looked at my career in the direct selling industry and I said, we need a site like this. And it took me a long time to get it together, a long time. But we put it together and we decided to call it We Are Everything because it's for women and, well, we are everything. You ever think about a house? How would a house function without you? I mean, putting all seriousness aside for a minute and bringing out something to make you laugh, I kind of laughed at my mother the other day and I said, would the men in our house even be able to wipe their own behinds if we didn't go buy the toilet paper? And it's just the little things that I don't think people realize what wouldn't happen in a house if the women didn't do it. So our site is a little bit of everything: recipes, work from home jobs, opportunities. We have women-owned businesses because we want women supporting women. So what would happen if you had a profile on We Are Everything and you were part of our new tool, Get Matched? It's a connection tool that we just brought out last week for women in business. It's mainly for people in the direct selling business industry because it's designed to help you connect with women looking for what you have. So let me show you an example of exactly what our tool does. Give me just a second so I can share my screen. Let's see. All right. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This is one of us. This is a tester site. This is not a real, that's why we call her Carol Tester. This is a profile. Okay. This is a profile on, and we just use Plexus as an example. This is what a normal profile looks like. You have a photo you could put here. You have a profile, your name. And Carol Tester is part of the weight loss industry. Okay. People can contact you, and there's a lot more that you can put on here. This is just something we did for this example only. So we're going to go up here. I'm going to take you to our home page. All right. And right here, this is our beautiful home page. Right here, when visitors come, we have this new feature right here that says find a home-based job or opportunity. All right. And when people click on this, it goes to this wonderful page and it tells people a little bit of information about working from home. All right. After they read that, they can actually fill out the form and they can put anything from, we'll just use the name Shelly Smith. And we'll do a fake email at, well, if I could type, yahoo.com. And we'll do 910-555, oops, 1245, well, 1, 2. All right. And then when would you like to be contacted? Well, they could put as soon as possible. What time of the day? Well, I want to be contacted around 4 p.m. They have to put in a zip code. I'm going to put in one for an area not too far from me, which pulls up Fayetteville, North Carolina. And then what industry are you interested in working? Well, it's going to be the weight loss industry. I think that'd be fun. And then they can put a message. I am really looking for a way to work full time from home. Looking forward to what you have to offer. To prevent spam, we have this set up. Send a message, and that is that. All righty. Now, I didn't log out of the account right here, so we're going to go back to our tester site, Carol's dashboard. And right over here, because Carol is an elite member, see this right here? Every day that can be checked. And we're going to click on Manage Leads. And the lead that I just pretended to do, we'll say, for our example, has now been sent to Carol. Now, why did it get sent to Carol? I'm going to tell you that in a minute. But everything I just filled out didn't cost you anything because all elite members get connection leads for free. And I'm going to accept the lead because I don't want anybody else to have it. You have so many hours that you can accept the lead, and no one else will get this lead. Now, I can reach out to her by phone, text her, I can email her, or whatever I want to do. Okay? Now, this is our new connection program. Now, give me just a second. As you can see, if this example was real, of course, a visitor to our site filled out the form. Based on the info they filled out, it sent the connection or the lead, as you want to call it, to Carol. Now, why did it make it come to her? Well, there's a couple of reasons. 3 exactly. 1, Carol's an elite member, so she gets leads automatically for free. How did it determine that Carol was the one to get it? Well, Carol put that she was in the weight loss industry. So because she selected that she was in the weight loss industry, and because our example, Shelly, picked that industry, it then looks at her zip code, our visitor, and it says who is in the weight loss industry who is closest to this zip code. Now, to make sure that we didn't send our test lead to one of our already members, I did make the zip code exactly the same, which it could happen. Fayetteville, North Carolina is the 4th largest city in North Carolina. So, but it picks the one that is closest. So we do require your address to be on in your dashboard. It does not show up on your profile. Okay. Once a visitor does that, it sends that lead to the closest elite member in that industry to them. The lead comes to you. You can accept it. If you're not accepting leads right now, maybe you can accept it, give it to a team member. You can decline it. It will be sent to someone else. And you may get leads. They can be anywhere from a few miles away. They could be anywhere in the United States. It's going to pick the one closest based on the industry that they selected. Okay. Now, imagine for a moment if you had monthly, weekly, or eventually it could be daily connections coming in and how your business would grow. Because we are new. We are a new site. We are growing very fast. But, I want to be realistic with you. So let's talk about direct selling. It is a known fact that you need customers and team members. Sometimes people join as a customer, they upgrade to a team member. Sometimes people join as a team member because they are ready. They don't need to be a customer first. Remember the example of Shelly and her sister in the beginning? If Shelly had joined because of obligation, she would have done nothing most of the time. There is probably that 1% chance that they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. Do you know how much aggravation it is wanting something for a team member more than they do? And you may have been there. And if you've been in this industry any amount of time, I'm certainly sure you've experienced that. And you can't build a business when you want it more than your team does. And do you know how aggravating it is to try and build a successful business with a team of, well, I joined out of obligation people? You can't, and you will fail. You'll get tired of it and you'll put it to the side, and eventually you'll say, I'm done, or you'll start being a company hopper because you'll start blaming the company. But if you were to build a successful team with women who wanted it just like you do, they were all looking for what you had, and you were able to work together to build together. Can you imagine how fast your team would grow and how much more exciting it would be? Because your team would be succeeding. And if you've ever heard the phrase, which I'm probably sure you have, by Zig Ziglar, if you help enough people get what they need, you're automatically going to get what you need. Put 2 and 2 together. So we put something together, something that will help people hit 7 figures in the industry, a way to make money, but in the best way possible. Because rather than working with people who could truly care less about the company or products that you have, you get to work with people who love it as much as you do. But it doesn't stop there. So remember how I said our site connects to leads members by zip code? Well, if you have a team of 100 for example, and they are all on the We Are Everything site. They're using the tools and enjoying all the training and great things that we have for business owners. They're connecting, and let's just say, we'll keep the numbers low for this example. Let's say they're connecting with 10 people a month. 10 people filled out the form, they got 10 leads, but out of those 10, only 2 of them actually signed up. That's not a lot, but I don't want it to sound too good to be true. I know how it works. If it sounds too good to be true, it must not be. Now, I don't have that philosophy. I'm like, if it sounds too good to be true, I'm jumping. I want to try this because if it is true, look what I just learned. So, but let's keep it real. And we have 2 people that joined, 2 new people out of all those. Well, in this example, if that was true, your team would have grown by 200 in just a month. And if the new people are now using We Are Everything, and along with their own efforts, because I don't want you to just rely on our site, that may be all you need, but eventually, but right now we're still new. But if the new people join We Are Everything, which why wouldn't they? Because that's where they found you. And along with their own efforts and our help by sending them connections, your team is going to be outstanding. But the best part is that your team will be successful. And you know as well as I do, people don't leave companies when they're making money. Now, this site is for women, and we offer so much more than just working from home. But here's the cool thing. As we grow, even if the person who joined didn't joined our site, and we have a free membership, just so you know. We have a business membership and we have a free membership. The only thing that is required for the free memberships is a $1.99 activation fee one time. Why do we have that? So that we don't have spam accounts. Because like Facebook, how many times do you get hit by a spam account? We don't have time for that. Okay. So people can join for free, pay $1.99 one time, never pay again. And some people may join because they just want to connect. They want to, maybe they want to, use the discussion tool, or maybe they want to share a recipe or something like that. So the opportunity to connect with women all over the world could help you in so many ways, more than you could have imagined. Because if you're making connections with people, they may not really have connected with you to learn about your business, but once they find out what you're doing, then guess what? They're going to possibly join your business. Not only that, we have new training tutorials coming that are absolutely phenomenal, that'll teach you how to use our site to not only help with the connection tool, but to use our other tools to generate leads. We have a blog option where you can share your before and after pics, for example, or stories, or talk about yourself. People read this because they like connecting with women because they are women. We have a mall where you can put your products so that you can obtain more customers. We'll show you how to do that. We have a business opportunity section where you can post your business opportunity. So that way, if people don't want to fill out the connection tool, they can just go and search. And if they like what they see, they'll reach out to you. And best of all, you have your profile. You saw our test profile that I just showed you, where you can customize it to whatever you want. You can put whatever you want on there. You can promote as many businesses as you like, and you can grow exponentially with all that you are doing. We have, like I said, training. We're fixing to launch some new Canva templates. We have so much coming, and only our elite members get it for free. And we believe that if you join We Are Everything now, that you're going to put yourself in the best possible place to be first to start benefiting from our connection tool. Because right now, everyone on our site, and we have hundreds, they're not all in direct selling. So you're in a good place right now. It's kind of like, I don't want to go to the extreme of saying being on Facebook first, but it's being first to be part of something that is going to be incredible. And who doesn't want to be first? So if you're seeing value in this, you're going to want to run, first of all, and grab an elite membership on www.weareeverything.com, because we want to help you see you and your team grow. And we are doing mass promotions on social media and Pinterest. And we have so many things that are coming and are happening every week. We add a new advertising or new tool or new way for you to get more people looking at your business. So I don't want you to miss out on this. I don't want you to let your team miss out. They deserve to know about this. You may be making 5 or 6 figures, but is your team making exactly what you are? And there might be 2 or 3 or 4. I've been in the direct selling industry for 33 years. There's not much I don't know about the industry. Some of the things I wish I didn't know. But the main thing that I always focused on was taking that focus off of me and putting that focus on those on my team. Obviously, you can't help everyone because everyone won't help themselves, but let's help you and your team become more successful. Let's help your team become you. Let's change lives and let's make a difference. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any questions, message me back immediately and let's get you signed up for weareverything.com.